Good morning! So today I want to talk about why I left Germany, but for that, let's go outside. So we made it to our destination. We're about an hour outside of Greenville, South Carolina, and one of the main reasons I left Germany is because I really needed to see some of my family and friends. It's been almost 2 years since I saw some of them, and I think during the pandemic it was very hard to be away from family. We got married December 2019, and then we moved to Germany literally right before a pandemic. So most of my experience in Germany has been in lockdown. We had so many plans, like we wanted to move to another city, a bigger city, to meet more people, and we kind of wanted to start a life, but we had to change a lot of those plans during COVID, as I'm sure a lot of you guys had to do as well. But yeah, I think for me, I really just needed to see people that I love and care about and that love and care about me. Anyways, let's move on and we can continue this hike with more points. We are at the edge of North and South Carolina at Table Rock Mountain State Park. So I'm gonna do the Table Rock Trail, which is red, and it leads that way. Wait a second. What is that? What is this? What is this creature?
I join.
Phil is here!
Boom! Surprise!
Boom! It was only a few days for you guys, but it was like a month for us
Yes.
being apart. So Phil was able to come into the US and he's back.
They let me back into the country, and this is gonna be why we left Germany and not just Deana, because we're both here in the US now. But let's continue with the hike. So the second and fairly important point why we left Germany is to leave our comfort zone.
Yes.
And there's nothing really wrong with having a comfort home, but it comes and brings a couple of bad habits, at least for us. We're moving way less, it's super comfortable inside our home, and with that comes I gained a lot of weight over the last year. I got very out of shape. I'm in the worst shape of my life. With that also came a little bit of health issues, and I always notice when I go out of my comfort zone, I go to these countries, I move more, you explore more, you're just not as set in your space, that all of that improves again. The weight gets better, the health gets better, and your overall body feeling leaving your comfort zone is always just better, in my opinion.
Yes, force yourself to get out and move.
What would you rather encounter, black bear or brown bear?
Black bear.
Why?
Grizzlies are terrifying.
That's true, but I think black bears is a higher chance of an altercation. But if you have an altercation with either, I'd rather have it with a black bear. If it's brown, lie down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. If you have watched our last video from the US hiking, we went into there thinking it was not as bad, but it took a very bad turn. It was a way longer hike than we thought. So Deana assured me that this one is going to be different, like more chill. But so far, it starts out like naturesque, pretty rough, and it also said strenuous. So
I may have lied to you. I'm pushing you out of your comfort zone. Isn't that point number 2?
yes, it is. Comfort zone is good. Also exercising, losing weight. We'll see how the weight down goes though. All right, and point number 3 why we left Germany is traveling and like the itch to travel and for exploration.
We have a strong desire to go and see things, and especially in Germany. It was open up last summer, but we've been in lockdown since November, October, all the way to current day. I think they're starting to open up right now.
And that just made it worse because our whole thing was traveling. We traveled a lot before. We have all these old travel videos.
This channel started as a travel channel, like
exactly.
Other travels. So.
And we don't want to be a full travel channel. However, we wanted to travel always, like a good chunk of each year, and it just made it worse last year in Germany, just sitting there and feeling like a caged animal. So that was another another big reason to go out and leave Germany, to travel. And here in the US, there's so much to explore. It's a huge country and I couldn't wait to see more things than I did last time. So that was a big point.
Yeah.
Come to the US, see more things, travel again.
He gets to experience German experiences America.
Wow.
Wow, incredible. Wunderschön.
My pulse is 150. I blame the backpack. Very heavy backpack. I have like 2 liters of water in there. Deana's pulse is also 200, so no problem there. I'm leading. See, 180.
I carry you, it's okay.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sweating.
Yeah, I can tell.
30 degrees. It's great. It feels a little bit like Thailand, this hike. There's no freaking way. It's only a mile, or is it 1 mile to go? I think it means 1 mile down. I thought we were definitely like approaching halfway point of a 3.6, but we're just over a quarter. All right, and point number 4 was the vaccine.
So when we originally booked the flight to the US and everything, there was no information on when Germany would open the vaccine up for everyone. We knew that I could get it here and maybe that Phil could get it here. So one of the reasons we came is that we wanted to get the vaccine.
Yeah, and it turned out super easy. Deana got it immediately when she arrived, like on the 2nd or 3rd day.
Yeah,
3 weeks later, second vaccine in, fully vaccinated. And even for me, we weren't sure, but I got the first one already and we're gonna make a video of how that went down as well. So that was a good reason to come here as well. And we also got the BioNTech Pfizer one just like that.
Yeah. It turns out now that Germany is opening up the vaccines for everyone.
But there are still long waiting periods and it's mostly different vaccines
Exactly.
as well.
So I don't regret our decision. Coming here, I still think we made the right choice.
It's 3 of us hiking now.
Yeah. Tour guide. His name is Simon.
Come on, Simon, which way?
Taking us to where we need to go.
Dude, what? Why is he not afraid? Simon, don't go up there. No. No way. These are fake miles. 1.5 mile. We were overdue for the 2 mile mark. And now we get the 1.5 mile mark. Well, just check this view. We were like halfway. And if I see this, it just makes me think, in Germany, we think we have big ass woods and forests, but look at that. It's just like a whole carpet of wavy green trees. Blue Ridge Mountains. Bear territory right there. And while we're sitting here and enjoying this view and this weather, it's very fitting that our point number 5, why we left Germany, is the weather.
It's humid, it's warm, my hairline is sweaty.
Yeah, on average, the weather in the US is just so much better. We're just fans of very warm, sunny weather.
Yeah.
And I rather sweat for 10 months of the year than to be just freezing and cold for 7, 8, 9 months of the year. And that is exactly what we experienced in Germany over this past winter. And the pandemic and all that stuff didn't make it better. We were just sitting there. It is very hard not to get depression. Like there's a reason why there's a thing called winter depression, right?
Yeah, seasonal affective disorder is a thing. And for me especially, I have never lived that far north and I've never lived for that much of winter gray months.
I think Germany has a lot of things going for itself, but weather is definitely not one of them. And I wish we could change that. I feel like 8 months of the year, it's just very bad. And now we're in South Carolina and it's just so much better. I don't know even, this might be comparable to the south of Spain climate-wise. And then we want to go further, we want to explore Florida in summer, which is probably comparable to like Thailand or something. It's probably very tropical and humid, right? But that's what we're looking for. And I can already feel my mood increasing by all the sun we're getting. It's so much more of an incentive to go outside and move and walk.
Yeah.
I have a lot of joint pain and that's all better when it's warmer. It's just a better feeling, quality of life, in my opinion, if the weather is warmer. So a huge point for the 2 of us, why we left Germany, the weather. Just look at it.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
The heavens are out.
I'll meet you back down here. I like the spot. I'm staying here. I just took a bit of a fall there. I don't know if you can see anything. There was a big step I tried to make and I slipped with my left foot. Dangerous things here, it's like Cliffhanger, the movie. I was just dangling on 2 fingers for a second there on a vertical Wow, that's what happened. Every now and then there's one of these huge rock faces right here. Super exposed, also no railing or any safety measures, but they're very grippy and it's fun to run around on. Very nice.
We made it to Governor's Rock, which is the first kind of outlook viewing section we have.
It feels like a good sunbathing point.
Yeah, totally.
So we're taking our break here on Governor's Rock and stuff our faces with some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Our point number 6 why we left Germany is this. Not the bread, but the food in general.
The US is full of people from so many different countries. There's so many different cuisines and foods here. Phil has still not tried even a fraction of what is offered.
That's a big point, just going around having another variety of food and try a lot of things for videos for YouTube as well. Just for myself or us, it's just nice to have different cuisines, and the US is often looked down upon for all the junk food and the chains, but it is just food heaven. It's just awesome. There's so much to choose from and I can't wait to try as much as I can of it. That's just a big point. Not that Germany does not have nice food, it has nice food as well, but where we lived it was very limited, and even if you go out into the cities, every country has different food, and that was one reason why I wanted to get off Germany, switch it up, the food.
PB&J time.
Point number 7 why we decided to leave Germany is because we wanted to scout for potential places to live in the future. And at this point we're really unsure where we're gonna live. We're looking for something we could settle down, kind of like have a home base and then from there on out still keep traveling a lot. But we want a nice place, a nice city or a nice spot. And we're not ruling out Germany or anything yet. We're still looking at different cities in Germany or in Europe even. But we're also not ruling out the US, and that's one reason we wanted to come here, so that we, and especially me, because I haven't seen a lot of spaces, can scout for that a little bit. We want to look especially at Florida, see how the feeling is, how the vibe is there, if that potentially could be something. And also we want to go a little bit further up north, check out North Carolina, maybe the DC area, and see what those areas have to offer.
Yeah, we originally wanted to visit Texas, but I think we don't have enough time during this trip. The pandemic, I think for a lot of people, helped you reevaluate things. It also pushed back our plans for like 2 years.
Definitely.
I mean, our plans for 2020 was originally to find a place in Germany, settle down, and then we've pivoted. We're a little more flexible now. We wanted to see other options. We do have the luxury of living in either because of our citizenships.
So that's on the table. It could be anywhere on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And also all the cities in Germany. We're still unsure. A lot of them seem pretty good.
There are always the dream cities where you'd love to live, and then there's the realistic where we could realistically end up.
That's one big reason to check out, and maybe we fall in love with some place over here in the United States.
Who knows?
Now that's a nice view. Got a nice lake, we got surrounding mountains, and the best part is just the weather.
You shall not pass!
All right, so we made it to the summit of the Tabletop Mountain here in South Carolina.
Table Rock.
Very nice. We showed you around, and I think this is a good spot for our last point, number 8, why we left Germany, is YouTube. For YouTube. And what we mean by that is basically that in Germany, especially with the pandemic, again, just being boxed in that apartment, it was kind of hard to come up with good ideas, with very innovative ideas. And we don't just want to do this sitting on a table, talking head videos. That's why we decided also to do this one on this hike.
Yeah.
And the US just offers so much more things to do, to try in terms of food and activities and areas to see. So there's a lot more content that we could make here. And it's a nice switch up. I think also for the audience, for you guys, that you can see a little bit of where Deana's from and how I experienced this part of the world.
Yeah, it's also open right now. The US is open. Germany is starting to open up again, but hopefully by the time we return, quarantine. Things are a little more back to a new normal, but we wanted to switch it up, make different style videos, you know, move around a little more, and hopefully make more videos. We already made a video on Patreon of Phil's first week here and his experience and everything.
So that's what we're gonna do from now on out. More US videos are coming up in the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do that now. We're posting at least once a week.
Don't forget to give a video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm.
And we're gonna struggle down now.
Yes.
See you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
A big thank you to everyone who watches our videos and supports us, and a special thank you to our patrons for supporting us and helping us to make videos like these. We hope you guys are all staying safe during this crazy time, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!